Hello again, all you smelly peasants out there. Welcome to the channel. I am your Leash Lord, the Godless Gamer. I've got another hour of fun in store for you. Well, an hour and 20 minutes, let's be real. It's not just going to be an hour, because it never is. Alright, this is episode 20 of my series, The Path to Alaxon. What's nice about today's episode is I can just shut my fat mouth and just unpause immediately, and we can get right down to business. Last episode, I only got one perk, which kind of shows you how much time that we allowed to go by in our previous episode. It wasn't much. So maybe we'll get more than one perk today. I convinced one of my vassals to convert to my faith, so that's one vassal out of the way. We still have this other guy. I can't demand his conversion for another 4 years, and he's an important guy. He's the Wood Elf guy that has this autocratic realm. And he's kind of fighting against me, I realized, between the episodes. Here, I said I was going to shut up. Let's at least unpause. You might notice that the goblin is going away, and it is going away. The only reason it stopped going away is because the people whose realms these are, where this goblin exists, they're new people, so I had to tell them, I had to give them a directive again to promote my culture. So now that I told the new people to start promoting my culture, this goblin should go away. The only goblin that won't go away is this, because this is in my... Actually, I take that back. I completely take that back. I thought that was in Seadrill. I'm an idiot. I can tell this guy, he is my direct vassal. I can only give direct vassals directives. So that takes care of everything. I don't have to do any of it myself, so I can take my steward off of promote culture. We'll get him back to doing more important things. I'm going to preemptively put him here in the Duchy of Kilfen, because this is the target for my land acquisition. This is the next duchy we're taking. Alright, this woman's coming to bend the knee. That gets me some renown. Thank you very much. We will get our next legacy today, all things considered. I just need... What is that? Like 500... I don't know. Bad at math. Probably a couple of temples worth of renown. And that's fine, because when we take over this duchy, both of these empty baronies... Oh, no. Both of these empty baronies, I'm going to put temples in them. Now, while I've been doing my land acquisition, one of the benefits is I've been ridding my realm of republics and theocracies. But I noticed that this theocracy right here, I can't do anything about it. I can't get rid of it. This county... This is a county and one barony. This is like a really... This is the smallest county that you can possibly have. It just has one barony, and I can't change the temple. I can't switch it to something else, so... This is permanently a theocracy. Nothing I can do. My granddaughter is my ward, and she wants to be paranoid, ambitious, or sadistic. The obvious choice is ambitious. I've been a little irresponsible. I've been raising her for a while, and I haven't been teaching her languages. So let's get on top of that. And I can convince her to be zealous, too. Inspiration strikes. She wants to forge regalia. That's something I don't have yet. And regalia can give you renown. I need to get a new court artificer. I lost one. We had 2. And I really want to start getting this renown passively again. So I need to find somebody else to be an artificer. Okay, she's zealous. I've had really good luck convincing my wards to take on my personality traits. Now, I do have some things going on in the background. Another political scheme to get some influence. The challenge status. I'm also learning the Khajiit language, because I do have some vassals that are Khajiit, and when we ultimately create the Aldmeri Dominion, that's an important language for me to know. I mean, I'm teaching it to all my kids, and it's the one language that I don't know. And that'll improve his opinion. Any Khajiit vassals that I might have, their opinion will improve if I know their language. So I'm learning his language, and I'm trying to sway him. He is a direct vassal of mine. He's over here. We have a decent amount of money saved up. We're going to begin the process right now. Let's revoke this guy's title. It's going to bump my domain limit up to 13, which means that I'm not only taking the duchy title away from him, I'm taking 2 counties away from him, too. I mean, yeah, 2 counties. 625 influence. He did not become my rival as a result of doing that, so he didn't just create a rival. Temple. Ooh, there's an empty one I didn't realize. Temple. So that's 3 temples. That's 900 renown. So we're definitely getting our legacy after all this is done. I need to hold on to Kielfen until this is done. Let's use some of our money and make sure that these counties have some kind of disease resistance or plague resistance building in them. Since my steward is developing here, now's the time to switch up buildings. Screw these tower houses. I'll wait to revoke this guy's title. Let's not go over our domain limit any more than we have to. I have to appoint another tax collector. I just did this. This guy's one of my vassals all the way in Valenwood. He is my religion, but he's got a different... He's not a high elf. At least I don't think so. I think he's... Maybe he's a The Maormer are the descendants of the Eldmeri insurrectionists who were banished from Eldmeris to Piedonea for the crimes of change-seeking. They are commonly believed to be led by the god king Orgnum, but far from all Maormer recognize his spiritual or temporal primacy. Indeed, many of those exiles had nothing to do with Orgnum's rebellion. The Aldmer lumped all their dissidents together and sent them off beyond the... Okay, so they were previously a part of our heritage? We just buried the hatchet with our rival. Alright, good. I'm done teaching my son languages. I need to start considering when I'm eventually going to divorce my wife, because we're over we've passed middle age. I don't expect us to live beyond like 200. Our life expectancy is 160, but we're going to definitely live longer than that because we have strong, which is a medium health boost, and like a bunch of other stuff. We have a bunch of health boosts coming from a bunch of different places, so we're definitely going to live beyond 160. But now's the time where I should start considering maybe divorcing my wife and finding a new wife so I can start producing new sons. We did just become a legendary figure. I don't need that prestige. I'm saving up prestige and renown. I don't need them. I haven't been spending them. But I don't need to improve my wife's opinion either. I'll take the prestige. Oh, we can execute our political scheme. This should net us 145 influence. There's still a murder scheme going on in my court. Somebody's trying to kill my wet nurse. I am redoubling my guards for her. But somebody's pretty persistent. Until this goes away, I'm not gonna turn off redouble guards. Not somebody worth getting a strong hook against. I could realistically start thinking about these. Like, we've gotten this before, where our spy master, he's not giving me secrets. He's offering me strong hooks against people in exchange for money. I mean, now that I'm making so much money, that's something that I could do, but I need to be very picky and choosy about who I choose, because if it's somebody worthless like this, I'm not dropping 300 gold for a strong hook that's pointless. But we really want secrets so I can blackmail people and get influence. Like, that's the main purpose that of trying to find secrets. Oh yeah, I was saying something and then I forgot to finish my thought. This guy, he was set, his directive was set to convert his land, and I didn't realize it. So behind the scenes, he was kind of fighting against me, because this is the guy that's not my religion. He was fighting against me, and he was converting things to his religion without me realizing it, but I turned off that directive. I gave him another weird directive, so we shouldn't have any problems converting this. Like, this didn't used to be pact exemption. Like, he was battling against me. But that's no longer the case. Is it going to give me renown? Nope. Diplomacy per level of fame. Fertility plus 20%. That's more beneficial to, like, a wife that I have. Like, if I'd gotten this when my wife was still childbearing, I would have given this to her instantly. I'll use it for now because I have an empty slot. But for our future wife, this is definitely something I'm going to give to her. But I'll use it myself for now because we don't have that. Okay, this temple's done. Monasteries, you know how we do. This is the duchy capital. Do I have any family members? I forgot to check. Typically, I pin somebody between the episodes just to... This is the other grandson of my daughter-in-law, whose land I took away. She was the Duchess of Relenthil, and I took her title away. I re-landed her one son, but now her other son has just become available because he's no longer married to a duchess. His wife died. She died of heart failure this year. So what I'm gonna do is invite him to court. Get him married. Has to be my culture. This applies to any marriage that I arrange for any one of my family members or anybody that's a high elf. We are not allowed to marry outside of our culture. He doesn't have any congenital traits at all, so anything would be good. He's 53, so maybe somebody around his age. Zealous is good. Lustful, good. That'll ensure they have children. Impatient isn't the end of the world. The further down the list I go, the worse their skills get. So, I want to get somebody towards the top. 74? Nope, she's got spindly. You know what, guys? That actually might not be a big deal. Her skills impress me enough. Because right around the corner, when we're finished with our temples, we're going to get Resilient Bloodline, chance of inheriting bad congenital traits minus 30%, chance of new bad congenital traits minus 30%. So maybe he'll have, like, one child that gets spindly from the mom? Maybe? But this is good timing. We're just about to get... I think we're going to get our legacy before they even start having children. So, yeah, I'll get her. I'll get him a decent wife. It's worth it just for genius. And he'll be a really good vassal because he's terrified of me. So that'll make him a very complacent and malleable vassal. Okay, so we'll give him Kilfen. Because he's eventually going to be the Duke. That takes care of that. Let's move our steward. I can unpin him. That was kind of a coincidence that I had him pinned. I had him pinned for another reason, but it turned out to be useful. Because I never would have... Well, I probably would have found him after searching, but it saved me a lot of searching. Let's move our steward to our next county. 4 months until this temple finishes. We can grant this county to a generic person. And now that we give away this county, let's absorb this county now. Let's revoke the title of this drunkard, which seems to be a theme. There are so many people around that are drunkards. It's kind of ridiculous how many drunkards there are. I think it's because of our extended lifespans. I think there's just... Because people live so long, the AI... Like, the characters stress out. There's more time for them to stress out and accumulate bad traits. Give me your title. No, not grant title. Revoke title. Wow, we're making a lot of influence. The last time I looked up here, it was 17. Now it's 19. Another person that did not end up being our rival. This is the county capital. It's an academy holding. Academies and castles looked at... I'm a very visual person, guys. So when I'm looking around, I interpreted that as a castle. But it's a good thing I read it. It's an academy. I don't know if I want that to be the county capital. It didn't make it a different kind of government. It's still an administrative style government. Speaking of special buildings, I never built this legendary palace. The moment this gets built, I get all of these benefits, so the sooner I build it, the better. I'm gonna drop the money for that. And I am gonna benefit because this is Castle Noldoril. I don't intend on giving this away anytime soon. Alright, what am I gonna do here? Am I gonna keep the county capital as the academy, or do I want to switch it here to this castle? Switching it to this castle would give this castle another building slot. For the sake of organization, I'm making this castle the county capital. And I'm going to give that academy away. See? There's the third building slot. We'll build... Actually, before we build the hospices, we need to fill... Oh, I see. This is too... I see. I'm an idiot. I thought this was a separate barony from this, but it's just a county with 2 baronies. So that makes it easy. Let's just build the hospice. And grant this to a generic person. Hostile factions are disbanding. There's no hostile factions. It has become painfully clear that your spy master Eldarian has employed spies in my court. Alright. The place where I'm finding secrets, I need to switch it up, because she discovered it. I mean, doesn't she have bigger fish to fry? She's got a peasant uprising going on that's sieging her capital. Why is she pestering me? Alright, let's see some of the rulers that I don't have a strong hook against. I don't have a strong hook against her. Don't have a strong hook against him. I don't have any strong hooks against any of my kings anymore. We need to solve that problem. We'll start with first... No, actually, that's my daughter. We have the weak hook against her. Let's do Skywatch, then. We'll start finding secrets here. I can still cram some languages into my son's head. I suppose. Alright, we got the Conqueror trait last episode, and now we're going to get events every once in a while. We have the humble hamlets of the town of Aldothren come bearing gifts. Gifts, grain, game, and gold. We have toiled hard, but we know that you'll bring prosperity. I don't care so much about the popular opinion because we're a popular figurehead now, and popular opinion's not a problem. But maybe having a levy reinforcement rate plus 30% for 20 years, I think within 20 years, definitely, I'll start doing my conquests, and that levy reinforcement rate will be handy. And I get some money with this choice. Alright, my son just got 2 free learning skill points. Look at him, he's turning out really well. He's only 14. Watch, he's... Unlike his brothers and sisters that have come before him, who have all gotten 4-star Master Mage educations, watch, he's going to be the one child that we have that doesn't get a 4-star. Alright, there's a hunt going on. I wanted to do a pilgrimage because I want this son to be a pilgrim. He hasn't gotten that trait yet. Currently building things. Alright, this temple's done. That should have gotten us our... Yep, there's the legacy. Now, I'm still debating on whether or not I want to get architected ancestry. I'm hoping that when we get our next legacy, I can click it. It'll show me what my choices are for the congenital trait that I want to become more common. And if none of the choices are any really good ones, I just won't pull the trigger on architected ancestry. We'll just do something else. But I'm hoping that's how it works. I hope that I don't have to choose architected ancestry before I can see my options. You understand what I'm saying? Because if I don't have to get it, I don't want to get it. It all depends on what my choices are for congenital traits. So I can give Marbrook away. This is a generic person. Now we give the duchy title to our grandson. Alright, the next duchy we're moving on to is this guy. See? Another drunkard. He's irritable, too. Now's probably the time to take his title away, because he's about to die. Maybe if we piss him off and he becomes our rival, he'll just die anyway. Ooh, no, his wife is landed. His wife is his direct vassal. She's the... And her county is pointless to take over because she only has 2 baronies and I can't build a temple. But he owns most of this. Alright, let's see how many empty baronies we're going to be filling. City, castle, 2 baronies, so that's 2 temples. City, castle, that's another temple. Castle. It's hard to tell. Are these separate baronies? Yes, 3 separate ones. So that's another temple because I have to build a city here. So what is that? 3 temples in all? 900 more renown after we do this? Let's do it. We're getting through this process a little bit quicker now that you guys understand how the process works. Don't have to explain things as much anymore, which is nice. Alright, he doesn't like us so much, but he's unlanded, so what I'm going to do, let's give him 50 gold. Take care of that. This city is being leased out to a holy order. So even though it's showing the name with this blue banner, which is usually how you can tell that it's a part of your domain, this technically doesn't count because it's being leased to this woman. And I'm not going to revoke her lease. I won't bother. Let's build 2 temples. Can only build 1 at a time. Alright, I'm trying not to bankrupt myself. I'm doing my best here. We're over our domain limit by quite a bit. Let's see if we can take care of that. Is this being leased out by somebody? Nope, this is something we can give away. This is a city that's not being leased to a holy order, so I can give that away. Whoops, this is the county capital, so I have to undo my mistake right there. Didn't realize. I have to wait a year. I'm an idiot. I'm not paying attention. I have to move the county capital to this castle. Alright, that was a goof. No problem. Not a big deal. Same situation. Same situation right here. This city is the capital. So when we take this over... Alright, there is a point to taking this away from her. Just to make sure that the capital is in the right place. And this is the duchy capital too, so the duchy capital would have been a city. So yeah, definitely need to mess with that. Alright, sorry about that little goof up, guys. I'm bound to make mistakes. Every once in a while. I'm a human being. Alright. We can get out of diplomacy. This is pointless, because this only applies to me, and I don't need to improve my candidate score for governorships. I have the highest title. So instead, we'll do this one, defensive negotiations. Even though fellow vassal opinion is irrelevant because I don't have any fellow vassals, independent ruler opinion helps. And I'm going to take the advice of one of my commenters who made a good point. Now that I'm the cultural head, if I improve my learning and if we go down the scholar tree, I'll definitely increase my learning. And I think that the higher your learning, the faster you get through your innovations. So let's go scholarship focus. And we'll finish this tree. Increasing the development in the county efficiency plus 20%. I think this will speed up the building projects too inside any counties that I'm doing this task in. So that'll be helpful. Learning per level of devotion plus 1. We're at the highest level of devotion, so that's plus 6 to our learning right there. 20% of our counselors' primary skills are added to our own, which is really good because so many of our counselors are such badasses. So the scholar tree is one of my favorite trees in the learning lifestyle. More arcana at the end. This will help our hostile scheme some more. So just a really good tree. Very valuable. Let's do it. I want to do a pilgrimage, but my money keeps draining. I want to do a pilgrimage for my son. It'll be easy. My house is a holy site, so he just needs to wake up, crawl out of bed, go across the hall, and technically he's been on a pilgrimage. We should be on a 24-hour, 365 pilgrimage, because we live in a holy site. Okay, why was I just told about this? Good for you. I don't care. Alright. I learned the Khajiit language. Let's see how much it affected their opinion. I have too many duchies. Oh, yeah, we know about that. We know about that. We'll solve that problem soon. Okay, here it is. I was looking for it. Here it is. Cultural acceptance was worse, but the penalty is 50% less because I can speak his language. So this penalty was worse before I learned his language. Finally, we're learning secrets again. My son is sick. What's wrong with him? He's just ill. He doesn't have a disease or anything. Sorry, bud. No. Now, there are probably things... Now that I'm on speed 5, there are probably things that I'm missing. We can hold court. I'm presented with my vassals, Kin Lady Alora and Kin Lady Avenissi. Both influential plums of Alinor's sometimes messy politics. Before they even open their mouths, it's clear that they disagree. They have the same exact haircut. Alora steps forward. My lord, I have come here today to put Avenissi here to rights and publicly. Warmongers seek to draw the High Kingdom into conflict for their own petty ends. We must be cautious if the delicate balance of the realm's interest is kept in check. I'm sure you agree with me, my liege. Actually, I don't really agree with you because I'm a frickin' conqueror, so you're barking up the wrong tree. Okay, I have a diplomacy challenge. Wifey, help me out. I'm willing to buy a minor settlement off your hands in exchange for a generous sum of gold. I don't need your gold. Liege, I have the right to the optimal of solace, no matter what anybody else might say. Do you? He's the Duke. Oh, no, he's not the Duke of anything. He's not landed. He doesn't have a title. This duchy title that he has just represents his family. It's just like the one that we have. The Noldorin family, which is a duchy title. But it's not technically a duchy. You know what I mean? It's like the game's way of... I think this is an administrative government thing. He has an estate, though. He's the son of our liege lord. No. He's the grandson of our old liege lord. He wants me to land him. What does he want? The optimal of solace. Get out of my face. I'm pissing people off during that groveling session. Alright, how expensive would a pilgrimage be if I just do one to my own house? Oh, I can't do one to my own house. Damn it! I'm not going to add any additional... I don't need more piety or any of this. There's no point to this. The only point to this is for my son to come with me and for him to become a pilgrim. That's it. So we're just going to pinch pennies. I can upgrade this one all the way at no cost. He's coming with me. Yes. I'm not going to do the one for travel safety because there's no danger, but we will do the one for travel speed. And since I'm not challenging anybody else's status, we need to do that against somebody else. Let's do somebody who actually likes us. Like, it would make the most sense to piss somebody off who already loves me and who's terrified or intimidated by me. Just to, avoid the risk of them being my rival or something. We'll do this lady. I think we already challenged this woman's status, but she really is the best choice. Very easy. Murder scheme's still happening. Somebody wants my wet nurse dead. One of my hides, one of my best court artifacts is going to improve. Better durability and more monthly piety, that's worth 15 gold. Alright, we got our 2 perks. We got 2 perks in one episode. We didn't just get one. Okay, there we go. Get that. Something just finished building. This temple finished building. Now we need to do this one. I'll move my steward here just to get this one. We started the building project earlier. There was goblin up here that's gone. There was goblin right up here that's gone. We are purifying the empire of smelly goblin. At least the Somerset Isles. This is a different story. There's a lot of craziness going on here. But we haven't gotten there yet. Alright, let's end the scheme. That took 5 seconds. It took me 5 seconds to get 145 influence. Moving on. Who's next? No, her opinion's not great. She has plus 179 because she approves of holding construction. And this seems to be stacking every time I build a holding. So this is like the perfect person to piss off. I didn't realize that. Parochial vassals approve of building holdings, and this has been accumulating. This has been stacking 18 times. So, yeah, challenging your status, lady. We must have done this too recently against her. Alright, so that takes her off the table. I can gain some influence if I give her a gift. That's a little too expensive for a gift. How about we sway her? While we challenge her status. Feanor's Pilgrimage gains travel safety plus 30. I don't want that. That's useless. I'll take a local expert for 10 years. That's better. I'll do that. That item wasn't great. I didn't want it. Okay, my Spy Master's offering me a hook against the wife of the King of Sunhold. If this happened at a time when I had more money, I would do it, but I can forego getting that. Propose a non-marital alliance. No, thank you. Leave me alone. I don't want an alliance with any of these people because they're just going to pull me into wars that I have no interest in getting involved in. Oh yeah, we have to build a city here. Okay, I don't care about that. We don't need to speed up the building of a city, because I don't care about that. Right here. We have to move our Realm Priest. One more year, I can try to... Ooh, wow. Look how fast these challenge ski... so much time has gone by because I'm on speed 5 that I've gotten 13 advantages. Wow. Challenging people's status is, like, way too easy. I'm not having any control problems in my domain. So we'll put our marshal on organized royal guards. Let's slow down a little bit. One more year and my son becomes an adult and we see how he turns out. And then we'll get to see where he stands in the line of succession against his brothers for my title. That's a strong hook. She's not particularly powerful, but she does have a source of money, and she has a source of influence, so this is a valuable strong hook. 60 influence. We're starting to accumulate a lot of domains. I need to stay on top of this. We can give this away now. Is this woman our direct vassal now? Yeah, she is. This guy's wife, the guy that we took this duchy title away, he was married to this woman. And this county was a part of his duchy, so now as a result of this, we're properly organizing the borders here. So now the duke that I place here won't be as powerful anymore, because he doesn't have this as one of his lands. There's no point in revoking this guy's title, because I can't build any temples. So we're almost done. This is the last bit. And then once that bit is done, we have successfully managed both of our kingdoms. Which, if you look at them, they're kind of shaped the same. It's like both of our kingdoms. They're exactly the same shape and everything. But none of our kingdoms should have any theocracies or republics aside from the one that I mentioned. We've rid every bit of theocracy and republic. Except this one, of course. Oh, no, Crystal is a part of this. This is my Realm Priest. If I take her land away, she'll no longer be my Realm Priest. She'll get fired as that. And I don't want her to get fired. I want her to stay here doing an amazing job for as long as possible. I want to enjoy her 47 learning for as long as I can. And she's going to be around for a while. Her life expectancy is 460. I'll leave her alone. So on second thought, we won't get rid of this theocracy, even though I can. Because all I would have to do is just move the capital from the Crystal Tower to this castle. But maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this is another theocracy I can tolerate. Because I feel like it's better thematically for the Duchy of Crystal to have the the county, or no, the duchy... I'm sorry, I'm talking all over myself. Maybe it's good that this is the duchy capital, that it's this tower and everything. Maybe this is another theocracy I'll leave be. And it's the holy site, too. Alright, I'll leave that alone. Who joins my court? I like how the symbol is a heart for this county. That reminds me of another Warhammer thing, because in Warhammer, there's the Heart of Avalorn, and they're High Elves. Alariel, the Everqueen. Because her symbol is a heart, too. I'm sorry, I play a lot of Total War Warhammer, so... Commission another banner. Even if it doesn't turn out well, this is somebody else that I can make my artificer. He will convert. That's a good sign. He might be a risky person to keep around because he's deceitful. He would scheme against me. Okay, I'll compromise. While he's Oop, we lost another artificer. We don't have any artificers now. But while he's making this, I'll have him be my artificer, and then when he's done making it, I'll decide on whether or not I'll keep him. I just really want to benefit from this renown. My artificers keep going away. What's going on? My son was born on January 25th. He's born the same month as I was. The legendary palace just finished. So holding taxes plus 10% in this county, development growth plus 15% in the county, more monthly lifestyle experience plus 10% no matter what lifestyle I'm in. More contribution from my courtly vassal. Really good. That incentivizes me to try to hold on to Castle Noldoril for as long as I can. Even if we're forced to give away the rest of the duchy. Hey, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna drop this domain that I have. I'm realizing that it's not a part of the Duchy of Noldoril. And it's not particularly valuable. It's only a county with 2 baronies in it. I think I'm going to give this away. I just became friends with my granddaughter because I'm her guardian. Let's teach her Cyrodiilic. Dude, I really don't like that the Wood Elves are constantly, like, shirtless and stuff. It's annoying. It's obnoxious. I already have a strong hook against this woman, but I can... Or maybe not. Someone's still trying to murder my wet nurse. Okay, can't cram any more languages into his head. No, I could cram a few more languages into his head, but I can't teach him anymore. I don't have access to any more. Okay, a few more months and my son becomes an adult. We have a lot of money saved up. I value the trade port. I would definitely have gone for the farms and fields, but this is under the control of somebody else. So I don't get the full 0.5 a month. So I'm not trying to get money. If I build a trade port, the development growth in the entire... Oh no, it's not Alinor, or whatever. But it affects the control growth in the entire... Or the development growth in the entire county. So we'll build a trade port there. We built our manor houses in this county. The next thing I should do is build hospices. Yes. Here we'll build a trade port. I haven't touched Woodhearth in the longest time. I almost forget sometimes that I have it. This is one of those congenital traits that I'm hoping will be an architected ancestry, and I can make this more common. Alright, he's a pretty good vassal. I'm jealous. He's not going to be my direct vassal, because he's going to be underneath this duke here. Oh no, yeah, we don't care about the city holding under construction. Why am I developing that? This is where we should be. he hasn't gotten his wife pregnant yet, so we were able to get our new legacy before they had a kid. Hopefully, that legacy will prevent Spindly from carrying on. I don't need to sway this woman anymore. Woodhearth is having control problems, so we'll take care of that. Dynasty and Oldorin just gained some renown. Okay. Let's give this away. To another family member, maybe? This was the son that I was keeping aside as my spare. I want at least 2 sons with no commitments that aren't ruling anything. But now's the time to land him. I like his personality. He's a young man. He's in my court, so I can arrange a marriage for him. And I can make him a duke. He's only 26, so let's try to find somebody young. She's beautiful. He's bringing quick and a magical congenital trait. That's actually the perfect thing that we need. It is considered virtuous. It adds to her fertility, so they'll have kids. She's young, just like him. They're the same exact age. Wow, she's pretty good. Alright, my son came of age right as this son got married. I'm going to lose an antiquarian, and I need to replace that. But this is a good way. I'm glad that I'm getting my sons out of here. Because it's clearing up my court. You know? Well, my court size isn't that bad. It's not that bad, but... do I have the duchy title of Corinth? Yeah, I do. He will be a zealot vassal. Oops. Oh, no, we knew about this guy. This is the guy that I messed up. Oh, shit. Shit. Before I gave my son the duchy title, I needed to take care of this situation. So in order to edit this, I would have to take my son's duchy title away. Oh my god, he's not gonna like this. He's not gonna like it. I'm so sorry, son, but at least we got him married already. We got him married already. He's not gonna like it. He still loves me. I revoked his title, so it went down by 80. But I need to fix this problem. First, I need to build this temple. And I need... Oh, I see. I can't make this castle the county capital while there's somebody leasing it. So I do have to kick this lady out. Sorry. And now that this castle is the county capital, I can grant this city away. I'm making mistakes, but I'm glad that I'm noticing them, like not that long after, you know, having made the mistake. You know? Like, I'm doing okay. Doing okay. There's easy solutions to the problems, or to the mistakes I'm making. He became a master mage. Thank you. I thought I was going to jinx it. He's a good-looking kid. Challenge his status. No, but that does remind me to do another challenge status scheme. Alright then, once we're done managing all this, guys, we did go over an hour, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Challenge status. I need to make up for my mistakes, because I'm spending a bunch of influence constantly. But now we're up to 20 influence every month. I'm gonna stop finding secrets. I want to get rid of that murder scheme against my, The secrecy just got better when I put my Spy Master on Disrupt Schemes. Are you serious? Is it gonna get worse when I take him off of it? Okay. There we go. That's the end of that challenge. Guys, that literally took 5 seconds. If you ever need influence in a pinch, this is how you do it. As long as opinions are okay. And as long as you're a master at intrigue like I am. Let's see where my son is in the line of succession. Okay, my intended heir, he's third in line. He's not, like, really far down the list, so I would have to invest some time and work and effort getting him to number 1. He would have to overcome this. This is the only reason why this is the only reason why this son is first in line, because he got chosen by the Xarxians. So with a little bit of effort, I can get my intended son first in line, at least until we start having more sons, because, let's be honest, this son is most likely not going to be my heir. I would love for him to be, but he's going to be too old by the time I die. Like, I need a son that's relatively young. I don't want to take over a son that's got a bunch of problems already because the AI has been in control of him for a long time. Alright, we'll keep that hook against my daughter. Alright, we're gonna have to see what our domain limit looks like at the end of all this. Oh, I realized, I was wondering why my domain limit was so high. I re-inherited Sea Drill. You don't want that. And now what I'm gonna do, finally, is revoke this woman's title. That way... I can switch the capital here. You better not cause me problems, man. You better not be a don't make me regret allowing you to stay and be my artificer. I'm gonna give my son a job. We have a court chronicler position that's empty, and if I have a court chronicler, that gives me renown every month. So we'll give him something to do. I need a new antiquarian. This emaciated woman. I don't feel the need to increase my... I don't feel the need to fill this slot. Development growth point. That's actually a good task. But only one specific holding is going to benefit from any one of these tasks. I was going to say I don't want to fill this job because the effects on me aren't great. Governor efficiency +2 to +10% based on aptitude. I'm already at max +50, so that's pointless. Yeah, there's no need for me to fill that. All right, I'll take a breather on doing the challenge status all the time. Got 2,000 gold saved up. Running out of things to spend money on, really, when it comes to developing things. Yeah, all of my holdings in Noldoril are done. I suppose while I'm holding on to this castle and I have the money, we'll throw some plague resistance into there. Same with this. A monkey wanted a gorilla wanted a non-marital alliance. A troubling debate. Reading about the early Merethic era is quite troublesome. By some accounts, Aldmeris was located somewhere in the South Eltheric Ocean. According to Altmeri epic poetry, the ancients had reason to believe their homeland lay in one of the three different directions: south, northwest, or northeast. Virtually nothing is known of the elven homeland. Its location, environment, politics, religion, and even existence are the matter of conjecture. My friend Sapiarch Larnatil approaches me while I'm drowning in essays and old tomes and asks me for my opinion about it. Was Aldmeris even real? Is she asking this question, or am I asking this question? Because she's my freaking realm priest. She better know the answer to this. Or else, what's the point of her job? Yeah, well, give her the answer she wants to hear. Now, get back to work. Get back to work converting. And now, let's try to convert this guy. Ooh, it's a new guy. It's a new dude. This is not the same guy. Why? Oh, is he a part of my administration now? He's not a... No. He's still an autocratic ruler. But why can't I ask him to convert? Oh, that's because he's already my religion. Perfect. Which means that I can give him the directive to convert my faith. So now he'll help me convert all this. I don't have to do this all by myself. Perfect. Has Goblin gone away anymore? Yep. Wasn't there... This Goblin has gone away. Only 3 more holdouts. That's it. That's it. No more smelly Goblin. Alright, we're almost at an hour and 20 minutes. I'm trying to go fast here. I'm just waiting for this temple to build so I can give everything away. There we go. Okay, let's do this again. I have to invite my son back to court before I can give him a title. Alright, so he's back. There we go. Now we're inside our domain limit. I might have a I'm not going to do this right now because I don't want to search. I'm trying to wrap this one up. But between the episodes, I can land another family member and give them a duchy. But I'm not going to do the search right now. That's something I can do on my own time. But we've managed everything. Except for this theocracy and this theocracy, which aren't going anywhere. We've gotten rid of everything. The Somerset Isles are turning purple. More and more. There will come a time where I need to manage this guy's realm. We need to revoke his title and deal with all this border gore. I don't like it. His realm is ugly, and I want to reabsorb this county because it rightfully belongs to me since I'm the King of Alinor. This county belongs to me, and there's 2 empty baronies, and I can fill it with 2 temples. So this is high value for me. I want to reabsorb this, but it's going to be a process. He's a powerful guy to piss off. And it's not just going to be about taking his kingdom title. There's other titles that he has, other duchy titles that we're going to have to take away after we take away the kingdom title. But we'll get there when we get there. Maybe that's for next episode. But I promise we're closing in on a point where we will begin to start getting conquest. I promise. This is kind of out of the norm for me. I'm so used to being, like, constantly getting conquests in like all my series. Like, I'm all about the conquest. But this administrative playthrough has really had me focusing like on myself and trying to get my title and becoming the emperor before we've had the chance to get any conquest. And when I was a lower level vassal underneath the emperor, I wasn't allowed to get any conquest. I mean, unless I switched my my province administration to either frontier or naval, because that does give you a casus belli to expand. But I was just so busy, you know, just managing my realm that I never got any conquest. So I promise we'll start doing that. We will form the Aldmeri Dominion, hopefully within this guy's lifetime. That is a goal. To make this major decision before Feanor dies. Got a bunch of money in the bank. We're the highest level of fame now. Highest level of faith. Highest level of influence. We got our next legacy today, and we're already halfway to our next one, basically. And we'll decide whether or not we're going to get architected ancestry. We already knew that the Akaviri Potentate broke up. This happened last episode, but it's good to point out again. Something I didn't point out, look at this. High Rock is absolutely kicking ass, and they are an empire now. It's an empire. It's no longer just a kingdom. He is conquering Hammerfell, so maybe the Bretons, who are our cousins, because the Bretons are, they're like an interbreeding of humans and the elves, the High Elves, at least I think so. But we might clash with them at some point. So I'm really glad that the goblin's going away. We're doing really good. Everything's going really well. My wife is starting to get chubby. She's got a chin here. She's getting pretty chubby. She's always been gluttonous, but she's never looked the part. But now she does. So maybe that's our excuse to divorce her. I did lose my I did lose my hook against my head of faith, which is what I need in order to divorce my wife, so maybe we should start doing that, fabricating a hook against our head of faith. Alright, I'll get that going right now. Alright. The game said it was going to be very hard, but we're starting at 76% success chance. 4 advantages, max success 95%, max secrecy 95%. The game lied to us. In 23 days, we will be able to instantly fabricate a hook against our our head of faith. Hopefully, it's a strong hook. But we'll find out in our next episode. Alright guys, this was a really fun one. I tried to play faster today. We got more than one lifestyle perk today. But my son did become an adult. We landed a bunch of family members. My son's an adult now. He became a master mage. We got him to be a pilgrim. So just a very eventful and successful episode today, guys. This was a really good one. But that's going to do it for today. Really hope you enjoyed this one, guys. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Leave your comments down below as well. Let me know how much you enjoyed this one. If you're not subscribed to the channel, that would be excellent. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're still racing towards 2,300 subs. We're less than 20 subs away from 2,300. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Episode 21 will be coming at you soon. But until then, have a good one, guys.